I just want to say thank you, everyone, for being here this evening. This means so much to me and so much to the Dreamers. This has been a long road, very, very arduous, and I'm telling you, this is my third class, and this one was very, very taxing. Just as far as knowing that there are just some beautiful people here that are doing things, that want to achieve dreams, and I know that God is about to take everybody to a whole new level. So, what do they say? New level? He was there, he was present, but guess what? He can't beat anything here. So thank you all for being here. It's going to be a wonderful day. That's all I know. God promised that this day is the day that he has made, and we shall be glad and rejoice in this. So, without further ado, I want to first of all show you how God works. I just met this lady, and not officially met her, and she gives me a call yesterday. Beverly, I just want to pray for you. I see that you're doing great things. And I'm like, wow. And I hang up the phone with her. She says, no, I was going to leave you a message. I'm like, well, you know what? I'm going to hang up because I want you to leave that message because I want to listen to it later because I know it's going to be an awesome prayer. And then God just pressed it upon my heart to just ask her to come here today and bless this room, bless this food, bless the Dreamers, and get our day started in the name of God, because I don't do anything without his presence. So with that being said, I want to welcome up Princess Jennifer Lee.
Thank you. Can we all stand and reverence God? I want to honor everyone that is here today. Sister Beverly, when the Spirit of God introduces people to you, you never, ever are strangers. And I've never met her, just looked at her picture and the Lord said, oh, I'm here today. We're here to honor God in her life and the vision that God has given her. And all of us are connected to her in one way or the other. And I pray and I believe in my heart that most of us will leave this place never the same again, because there are tremendous things that God will do in you and through you. Angel is here. Big sis, where are you? Awesome woman, I love you. And to see, I walk through the door and I'm like, everywhere I go in Arizona, I'm never a stranger again. So I'm invariably going to buy a home here and eventually move here next year. Father Lord, let us pray. Father Lord, and Sister Donia, God bless you. Great work that you're doing. I'm praying for all of you. I just lay my hands on all of you. Father Lord, we thank you for this great work that you have started. And this is a third graduating class. Father, I thank you that you brought me here to be a blessing. But I'm the one that is blessed because of these people. All the graduates in this place will move from here to greater realms in Jesus' name. Whatever they have learned will be expounded in their spirit, and they will use it for great work. They'll financially bless them, and they will turn around to be good people for humanity and for this universe. Father Lord, we bless the food in the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. We ask that this food nourish your bodies and give us strength. And today, forevermore, this company, this organization will never ever fold up. Graduates from here will go out and become trainers and mentors, and this will all come back to one woman that God has given the vision to. So Beverly, you are blessed in Jesus' name. The work of your hands are blessed in Jesus' name. Everything that you do is blessed in the name of our Lord Jesus. In Jesus' most precious name we have prayed. Amen?
Amen. As you can see, this is why she needed to be here to bless this place. I see some beautiful families, beautiful dreamers, and I even have my family here today. And they know if I start talking about them, I get all crying, and they don't want to hear that. So you guys are going to meet them in a bit. I'm so glad everybody made it here today. What's going to happen as far as the order of food? Has everybody ordered, first of all? Who has not? Okay, they got hands up that who has not. You guys have that. Okay, so while I'm telling you a little bit about Dreamsteerer Academy, that's when we're going to have the food come out, because hey, this is the boring part. Not the Dreamsteerer Academy, but about me and how I started. And to me, birthing Dreamsteerer Academy was something so very, very special in my heart. For those of you that don't know, I am originally from New Orleans, Louisiana, and came here to Phoenix, Arizona to be with my daughter and grandkids after 2 bouts of breast cancer. So the last time was in 2013, and I was actually supposed to just come to recuperate, stay a little while, and get back. But it's been 6 years later, and I can't seem to leave them yet. So God has definitely assigned me here to be in Arizona for this time, and at the same time, He asked that I rebirth Dreamsteerer Academy. So, how did Dreamsteerer Academy even come about? As I said, I am from New Orleans, Louisiana, and everybody remembers what happened with Katrina and everything else, and yes, I was a part of that. But prior to that, my dream started to come into surface. I was working for corporate America, doing fine, doing things, traveling a little bit, and actually I was assigned to go to mom and pop stores to do cell phones. And then I would go to their stores and I would start helping them market their products. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do cell phones for like 10 minutes, but the rest of the time while I'm here, I'm gonna help you with your store. So, who knew at that time that I was birthing something inside of me, which is to help people market and have their dreams come true. So I started with that, continued on with it, stayed in corporate America for a minute, and then I got the itch, what we call the network marketing itch, where it tells you to leave your job, okay, and start your own venture and do what you have to do, and I scratched that itch real hard. So that's what I did. I stepped out on faith and I started my consulting service while I was there in New Orleans. At some point I also was in Philadelphia for a while when my daughter graduated while I was in Philadelphia. But then when I started the business, things started to happen. And this is what happens while you're in Dreamsteerer Academy. You learn that you will get the itch, that you know that you have a dream in your heart. Something inside of you just automatically just bursts inside of you, whether it's small, whether it's loud. Sometimes it's just discreet. Well, it started birthing in me. I opened up, I got my consulting business, did some traveling with network marketing, and learned a lot of things along the way. But in that process, I just kept wanting to learn more and wanting to help more people. I even started helping more people, and at some point in time I helped them so much because my passion was so deep with helping people is they couldn't pay me. But I kept helping. Well, loss of car, loss of house, and I tell these stories to be humble, to let everybody know that we all go through something to birth our dreams. And that is also what we learn in Dreamsteerer Academy. And that's what I love about that, is that if someone had told me and prepared me a long time ago about the hurdles that I would go over, I think I would have handled them a whole lot better. Don't you think? Look at Sherry, she almost. We would have handled it a whole lot better. So when Dreamsteerer Academy was birthed, it was because I knew I needed to prepare people for when they do get that dream, when they do get that hope, when they do get that vision, that you have hope. But at the same time, prepare for what is going to happen in the interim. So that's how I birthed it. I did it the first time in 2011 when I was in Cleveland, Ohio. I got to Cleveland, Ohio because after Katrina, I ended up going to Ohio, which is a very long story. I ended up there for 8 years, and I did my first academy there. I started with like 15 people, and like nobody knew who I was, nobody knew what a Dreamsteerer was. I just made it up. Sounded good to me. So I birthed it there, and I ended up graduating 3 people. It was fabulous. They were gifted, they loved it, and they went on to pursue what they wanted to pursue, which was phenomenal. Thank you. So, almost after I did that, I got the breast cancer the first time. Got over that. Then it came back 2 years later. So after that, come on in, Dr. Combs. So after that, while I was in Cleveland, Ohio, I opened the academy. I actually had a TV show. I did a whole lot of things that God was telling me to do, and it was just a wonderful time. But then the breast cancer hit, and I ended up going, or I should say coming here to Arizona to my daughter and my grandkids, because I just have to say that I needed to not only mend physically, mentally, but I also needed to heal spiritually. So here it is where I am, and while I was here, he said, please go ahead and birth Dreamsteerer Academy, because there are people right here in Arizona that also need to know what their goals, dreams, and visions can become. So most of you know me, do a lot of networking, I do a lot of things. Dr. Brenda Combs just walked in, so she made me acting, so I do that with her too as well, because everybody says I'm always doing things, but that's because God will speak to you. And you have to know when to reply and when to respond. And sometimes you do have to say no. So I've been blessed to be able to be here for the last 6 years now, around 7. And this is my 3rd Dreamsteerer Academy. The first one I started with 12. I graduated 9 people with the first class here, which was incredible. 2017. And then I was brave enough to do it a second time. I'm like, okay, it worked the first time, let's do this again. And then I did it again in 2018, and I graduated 10 people at that time. Truly amazing, and not everybody knowing what a Dreamsteerer is, which I will tell you, a Dreamsteerer is a person that helps steers you towards your God-given goals and dreams. And that's what I do. And a lot of people say, why do they have to be God-given? Well, I'm not talking to anybody that doesn't know God. You're not the one that he has sent to me. I need to have the people that he has already prepared, that already knows him, and now he's ready to move them into their dream. So that's why it's about God-given goals and dreams. So, since that time, Dreamsteerer Academy is now 2019. We have 9 wonderful people here tonight that are going to graduate. And me, with my ingenious self, saying, you know what, I need to duplicate me. There has to be more than one Dreamsteerer. And I have been truly, truly blessed by having my very first intern, a certified intern, and I want her to come up here right now because she's going to share this stage with me. I want you guys to know Miss LaDanya Yvette. Come over here. When I tell you that God said, you know what, there are people, she was in my 2018 class, first of all. My top graduate stayed there every day, perfect attendance, came there from start to finish, stayed after, participated, never complained, never did anything except do all of her homework. When I tell you she excelled, she just excelled, and she was just so obvious to be a candidate for my first certification program. So she has just blessed my heart. 2019, she is there. She's been there every day. doing what she needs to do, inspiring the class, coming there, having to put up with me and my moods. Whew, that's a lot. But we bounce off of each other, and God has truly blessed me with her. So she is now my very, very first Dreamsteerer Academy. I'm going to give you a award right now. And this says Dreamsteerer Academy. This certificate is being presented to LaDanya Yvette, first certified Dreamsteerer and Dreamsteerer Academy instructor. She's going. And this is the part you're gonna love, with special class recognition of, first of all, perfect attendance again. Wow, but this is the part, with all that I know about you, with all that I know about everything, with all that you do, with all the experiences, not to mention she's in a million events, she's on the cover of magazines. I mean, this could take a whole nother session just talking about all the accomplishments that she has. But to me, what you do is you fight through any adversity I've ever seen. And I just honor you for that. So I'm giving you the Spirit of a Warrior Gladiator Award. So I brought you up first because guess what? Her first 15th or 20th official duty is to help me congratulate the graduates as they come in. So we're going to do that in a minute, and I don't want any of my graduates to be all nervous, but look at Sherry, she's just breathing in and out. But when you guys come up here, I want to present you with your certificates, but I also want you guys to, of course, introduce yourselves, acknowledge your families, and I want you to say what the Academy did for you and what you plan on doing in the future. And if you're not sure, just say so, because we're all at different stages in our lives as far as dreaming is concerned. But this is not about me. I want this to be about you, so that's why I made that short as far as the introduction is concerned. So, is everybody eating? Everybody is good? Anybody needs to go on a potty break? Just checking. She said yes. Okay, so without any further ado, Ms. LaDanya. Oh, I also had another gift for you, but that can be on forever. Oh. Okay, she also likes butterflies, and well, guess what? You get to say something first, okay? But you also get a butterfly too because you are a butterfly beauty, so you're welcome. But right now, LaDanya is going to tell you a little bit about her and her family.
Where my dreamers at? Woo! Where my gladiators at? Woo! All right, I'm so glad you guys are here. Thank you, welcome. Everyone, welcome family, friends, associates, photographers, loved ones. We just love you all. Thank you so much for coming. Beverly, especially thank you. Her beautiful family is here. Thank you guys for supporting your mom. This is a fabulous, fabulous lady. I'm sorry. Can you guys give Beverly another round of applause? So, my name is LaDanya Yvette. I am actually the founder of iWing Global Inc. And together we stay connected, and together we inspire to make a difference in the lives of other people. That is our gift to the world, and I just want the dreamers and the gladiators to know that I am super, super, super proud of you. I have a special interest here, my sister Siobhan, who's going to be receiving her award real soon. I am so, so proud of you. You pushed through, you made it through, and I just want to just give you your flowers right now. I'm just so proud of you guys, and I want you to know that you absolutely do not have to do this alone. You are not by yourself. You cannot do it alone. We cannot do this alone. okay? So I just want you to know that everyone here is here to support you. We're rooting for you, and we're here to celebrate all of you. And I want you to know that your mission in life is to give God the glory of your gift. Give Him the glory of your gift. Always remember that. It's the ripple effect. And I just want you to just go out and just shine. We have a dreamer named Shine. I just want you to guys to go out there and just do your thing and just be a blessing to the world and impact this world as best you can and as hard as you can. All of you have hearts of warriors. You're gladiators in your own right. You're dreamers, and let that dream become a reality. I'm super, super proud of you. Thank you.
She managed not to say a thing about herself. Okay, come back up here. And where your babies at?
My daughters, two of my daughters, I actually have 4 daughters. Amber and Sierra, thank you guys for being here and blessing me here with your presence. I love you both. Thank you so much. Island Global is Influential Women Inspired Network. We're all about inspiration and girl power. And girl power is gladiators, inspire remarkable ladies. And it's an inspirational movement to push women at their peak state. And I want you guys to just have all the confidence in the world to go out there and know that you can do it, you can impact this world. And we are here to just support each other, to connect. I don't like to use the word network per se. It's a connection type of thing. Connect with God, connect with each other, connect with people in your circle of influence that you can guide and help, you know, just be the best that they can be as well. So that's what Island Global is about. And I also have an event that's coming up October the 12th. Look out for that. It is a fabulous event, so it's Island Global presents the Gladiator Girl Power Experience, and that is coming up October the 12th, and we are working very hard and diligently to get that out. The promo will be coming out soon, so I certainly invite you all to come on out. When that come out, certainly check out the information and make sure that you buy your ticket. I would love to see all of the beautiful faces there, and just help support your girl. Your girlfriends, bring your girlfriends. It's all about girl power. So bring your girlfriends to this event. They will be very, very excited to be there.
So she still managed not to say everything about herself, but I just want to let you know she's a very, very special person with a wonderful, beautiful family. They are my nieces that I get confused. Every time I see them, I'm like, which one is which one? But she has a beautiful family, and she's just doing some beautiful things in her life as well. So this is not about me. It is about the Dreamers! Anybody know who's going to come up first? I know I like to play, but that's okay. All right. So, you just spoke about your sister, and as I said, I met Siobhan through her sister, and she's just a very, very wonderful, unique, and beautiful lady. Walking into the class, she's sitting there, and she's like, what is it that I'm gonna do? I'm like, we'll try to figure it out in 9 weeks. And here 9 weeks comes, and she's there. She's like, what am I gonna do? Well, she is at that time in her life that she is actually moving hurdles, and she doesn't even really realize it. So, for that reason, she doesn't know, but she has already been voted most spirited as far as who's being in the class. So I want you guys to come up here and welcome Siobhan Hammond, our most spirited person for Dreamsteerer Academy. See, I told you she had spirit. She's gonna be all emotional and stuff. So we're gonna take the pictures first. Oh, I'm sorry, the order of things, we'll take the pictures first. Then you guys get to say something, okay? But first of all, Presenting to you Ms. Siobhan Hammond, Most Spirited Award. You gotta come kind of in the center. I never had another assistant before, so no. Oh, you're in the middle. Oh, sorry. She get a good side.
Figure it out.
All right, Ms. Siobhan, you're up.
Thank you guys so much. Thank you everybody. Thank you for all you guys coming out to be here and support us through the journey, the class, even our families who have been supporting us while we were at class, maybe not doing as much as we needed to do at home. So just thank you guys. As far as families, like my sister said, that's my sister Ladanya. And then I also have my other sister, Stacy. I have my daughter, Nika, and my two nieces, Amber and Sierra. I'm like, Amber and Sierra. So this has been a wonderful experience being in this Dreamer class. When I heard about the academy, my sister graduated from the 2018 class, and she was just watching her go through the class and just seeing all the things and how her life was shifting. It really inspired me. And then I heard about the class and I just kind of counted myself out, like, oh, I can't afford it, can't do it, and just kind of let it go. And happened to be the last day, I think, of registration. God brought it back up, like, reach out. I'm like, okay. So I'm like, I'm gonna reach out, but I know she's gonna say no. So reached out and she said yes. So here I am in the class, but it has been an amazing experience. It's been more about personal development, the level of passion that Ladanya and Ms. Beverly have to pour into each other, into the Dreamers, the way that they want to see us succeed. Sorry, you guys. Has been absolutely amazing. I do not know for sure yet what the next step is as far as my dream, but I do know that I have one. I have lots of them. And the word that I picked up in the class, the last session we had on Thursday, was serial entrepreneur. So that is right now serial entrepreneurship. So there's going to be a lot of things coming from. Yeah.
Praise the Lord, she got there. Here you go. So Siobhan, I just want to say that you've been a joy to have in the class. And a lot of them came in saying, oh, I don't know, I don't want to get up and speak in front of people. Well, guess what? You can't tell that they don't have that gift because she does. And she's also, you didn't tell them about your $5 paparazzi jewelry company. Okay, these are things I want you to let people know what you're doing. This is all part of your dream too.
Alrighty. Sorry, guys. So I do have, when I came into the class, I do have a jewelry business, and it's called Divine Jewels by Cherie. I sell $5 accessories, everything that I have on. Absolutely amazing, and it's $5. But I just love using the accessories to meet people, to minister to people, men, women. We have men's line, we have little kids jewelry. But just being able to inspire people and pour into them and helping them just to remember sometimes. You know, life beats us up, but sometimes just to help people remember that they're loved, they're special, and just that you matter.
Thank you. See, that's what I need you to understand. You are already following your dream. You're inspiring people. Even if it's $5 paparazzi, doesn't matter. You are inspiring people. These are the things we have to let people know. It's small steps that we make. And as long as you're affecting somebody else, it doesn't matter what you're doing. You see how she just slided that like it was nothing? And it's part of her dream. As you can see, she's going to really need some after study, but it's okay, we'll get her there. Siobhan, you're already starting to achieve your dream, and I love you for it. Thank you. See, they just need to know, get the encouragement to understand you're already on your path. Trust me on that. certificate is for a lady that I met, actually with Angel Monticelli one night. Miss Angel, back there. And when I first met her, it was just something and a spark about her that I just instantly noticed and gravitated towards her. And not to mention she had all this beautiful jewelry on top of that. So we met, we briefly talked, but we instantly connected. And she ended up gracing me with a beautiful piece of turquoise jewelry. What is it? Larimore. It was beautiful. I begged her for it, so she gave it to me. And I just saw it, and it just spoke to me in my spirit, because trust me, gems do speak to you in your spirit. They're not just pretty to look at. They have a certain significance about it, and that's what, okay. I know, I'm a rover when it comes to speaking. So we met that night, and just something connected with me and her, and we had some conversations after that. And then when I opened up for the academy, she was one of the persons, she said that, I want to come. I'm like, wow, this is perfect. So I love her dearly. She is such a person that shines when she enters into the room. She has a will beyond imagine, and she just has a thing about herself that she needs to know that she is the goddess, that she is who she is. So when she first walked into class, she was like, I don't know why I'm here, but I'm here anyway. I'm like, great, that's all that matters. You just need to show up. And that's all God asks, that you make the first step, and I promise you, He will definitely make the next one. So with that, what did I name her?
Miss Sherry Baranzi, most determined.
She was most determined to finish this academy, and she did. And I know she went through some things to get here each and every time, and I just love you, Sherry, because of your determination. Oh, and then she has a speech, guys. I'm so proud of you. She has a speech. I'm so proud of her. Here you go, Sherry.
Hi, everyone. I'm so glad you're very much not used to a mic. This is practice. I've thoroughly enjoyed everyone, the groups, the classes, everything we've done together, everything I've seen. I am very proud to have been part of everything with you guys, and thank you. I'm Sherry Baranzi. I'd like to thank my husband and my daughter for their support and encouragement. From the Academy, I have received a clearer path to succeed, and I now able to identify the many roadblocks to my success and have the tools to overcome them, which was a big block for me. The dream I have decided to persevere involves a small personal business making and selling jewelry, my own jewelry, where I will put my abilities to work for myself and others and the greater good. I'm taking the steps to organize and prepare myself and the jewelry to be shown and marketed to the public and places where my jewelry and I will be appreciated. Putting my abilities to work for others and the greater good are important steps to move forward with making my dreams happen. I realize that putting others' thoughts and opinions before my own is not holding true to my own. When other voices and views and expectations have been the focus of my life, I lose sight of what my own thoughts and views of who I am and what I have to offer and give to my life, my path with God. The courage and perseverance of my God's given dream and gifts I have to offer life, the purpose God has for me to help and support myself and others, to lift up and share life. Pursuing forward, pushing forward despite the challenges. Jewelry is my passion. I enjoy when the jewelry gives someone else happiness. When the jewelry gives support to others and happiness and excitement about what I have to offer and what I have to share. I am thankful to the steps, the organization, and the preparing myself and my jewelry to be shown and marketed, myself and my jewelry to the public. I plan to get my license and look forward to the places and people that I will meet and appreciate me for who I am and my jewelry that I have. Thank you.
Sorry, I wasn't supposed to cry. But if you like why she was in class, this is incredible. She has a speech. Here's you, Sherry. Thank you, husband. And thank you for a beautiful daughter because she came to one of the classes as well, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you, Sherry. You are just a dream. Yes, you are. Yes. Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that.
Wow. This is what I...
Give her a hand, you guys. She's very passionate about what she does. It shows this woman has, her heart is in the right place. That's all I have to say. She's a blessing to not only me, to you all, but God is very well pleased with her.
Yeah.
You good? Well, I'm gonna take over right now.
You got the next one? Oh, you got it. Okay, intern, take over. This is what happens.
I gotta work for my certificate, right? All right. All right. This dreamer and gladiator, she just glows everywhere she goes. She has been a joy to have in the class, and her participation has just been outstanding. She's always sharing, she's always caring, and just her heart for people is just phenomenal. I just love her. I love her spirit. I love everything about her. She is just a joy to just have and just to see her shine in her own glory. This woman's name is Shine. And come on up here. She is actually just been engaged to her wonderful fiance. We're gonna give it up to these two. All right. Congratulations to you both. But this lady here, look how beautiful she is. She shines everywhere she goes. I'm telling you, you're just a gem. That's all I can say. You have just been a true joy. I love you here today, and you have just been a blessing in our life. And for you to share and carry the way you do, I have no doubt that you're just going to just impact this world phenomenally. So here's to you, Shine. She is voted.
She gets best attendance and most sharing because she shared a lot of her story, and every time she opened up, everybody was like, let's wait to see what Shine has to say. So we thank you, Shine, and I just want to say I've been knowing her for years, and I love her, and I'm going to be in her wedding too. And I'm going to help her plan it, so now I've said it, so now we have to, right? But I've been knowing her for years, I love her, and I'm just so happy that you're part of Dreamsteerer Academy, so tell us a little bit about yourself. Oh, we did Chris?
Well, good evening, everyone. My name is Shine Smiley. A lot of people don't forget my name. So, as I came into this Dreamsteerer Academy, I really felt God put it in my heart that Beverly needed me to be there, and I needed to be there. And she's just the person to really push me into the next level. And I think God's funny like that, because I pray and pray to have something new happen, what's going to happen next, God, and then He puts something in front of you and you're like, I don't really want to do that. You know, you always want to resist it. So for me, just personally, in the past couple of years, I made a lot of sacrifices in my family, and I've been taking care of a lot of other people. I didn't really realize it. And so this being here really was a point of me coming into my own, starting to feel comfortable on my own, and really having, I was starting to feel crazy following this dream that I have in my heart. I have a little itch in my heart that God has something else for me, but there's a lot of people that I love dearly that don't believe that, or they don't understand, and I can't explain it because I don't exactly know what it is yet, but I know it's there. And so I had to really be proud and just go on my own. So I felt really alone doing that, and I've been really praying for people to come into my life that were ready to go to the next level, ready to do something big. I don't know what it is, but I wanted that. And when I came into the room with all these women who are now my sisters, these are the women that I prayed for, and just being there, for the couple hours we were together, like, completely blessed my life. And I now know that I have women supporting me. Whatever we're going to do, we're doing it together. And we're there to support each other and pray for each other and lift each other up in changing the world. So that's what I got from this academy. As for what I'm going to do next, I don't know what that's going to be exactly yet. I'm excited that I'm in a place that I can explore that, and I have someone that's going to push me into the next level, because I really need that. But I'm really blessed to be here, so thank you all for coming and celebrating with us. And thank you to my fiance, my best friend, my biggest supporter. He's really walking this out with me, and I think that's really special to have people around you that will do that. And so thank you for all of you for participating and being at the academy. I know it took a lot. Everyone has their own story and what it took for you to get there, because it was hard for me to get there some nights, and we all made it happen. So congratulations to all of you too. I really appreciate you all.
They're learning. Oh my God. I love you, Shine. Love you, Josh. You know I love you, Josh. All right, I promise not to get emotional. Wait, I can't help it. And that's why I know I walk it in my passion, because this is my passion, watching them come into their passion. So it just means so much. Oh my God. Okay. Thank you.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this dreamer here and gladiator really, really has the spirit of a warrior. She pushed through. There's something special about this lady. I don't know. Because I knew that there was something special in her. And I wanted her so bad to just know that for herself and to believe in that of herself. And I had a conversation with this lady, this beautiful lady, and she does such phenomenal things, and she just has a heart for people. And I just know her dream is meant to just be out there and just drive just everywhere. And I asked specific questions of her, not because of what the answers I wanted to hear. I wanted the answers that she gave me for her to resonate in her soul, that she believes it within herself. And I believe she did. I said, you need to be here. I don't care what you do, you need to be here. And she pushed herself so hard, and I'm just so proud of her. And I can go on and on and on about this lady here, but she has so much power in her. And I just want you to believe in that. Miss Alicia Porter, will you come up here?
And because of her spirit and her determination and the way that she just made me full each time. So she wins, I don't say wins, she is awarded Miss Most Compassionate because she is the most compassionate person I know. So bless you, Lisa.
So many things I can say, but I'm going to try to make it short. I came into the Dreamsteerer Academy knowing that this is my time to birth something. That's what God showed me before I started. And during the process, my original plan was I want to do public speaking in some type of shape, form, or fashion, advocate, something to help people, to encourage them. And I was thinking, like, how am I going to do that? I don't know how I'm going to get started, really, what am I going to do? And I was kind of feeling defeated a little bit. But when I walked into the room, like the other lady said, just seeing everyone on a different path. Some people have already started something. Some people are trying to find the next step. Some people don't know what they're going to do. And I was the one that really didn't know. I have a vision, but can't see it very clearly. So anyway, as I was on my journey, the first day, Dr. Will came and spoke, and he was talking about, if you have a dream, you better believe there's going to be some obstacles in the way and all that. And I was sitting in my seat cringing because I'm like, Lord, I don't want to go through any more obstacles. And I was really frustrated by that. But along the way, let me tell you, I had so many obstacles. But I'm so thankful for those because they have made me stronger and helped me have a better, clearer vision of where I'm going. I started a business. It wasn't a business I even had an idea about. It was a friend of mine. She came up with the idea and she said, I want you to be my business partner. And I said, okay, let's do it. So we started a business called Gospel and Paint, where we go and do painting events, and it's a Christian organization. So that started, and now I'm on my next journey of trying to figure out the rest. So just thankful.
Come get your award. If we actually could share the personal stories of what the Dreamers did in order to get to class, you guys would just say that you already know that they're just courageous. And Alicia, we just want to let you know we needed you here today, okay? Just as much as you needed to be here, we needed you to be here today, and we're glad that you're here, okay? We love you. All righty, we have another dreamer. Actually, she did a little time in New Orleans. Like I said, if I could personally share what I've already learned about these dreamers, you guys would be saying, how are they still standing? How are they still doing what they're doing? I met Amanda actually through another 2018 graduate. She referred her and said, did you need to talk to Beverly? Just as a consultant. And we connected and we emailed, and then the classes were starting, and she says, well, I'm in. So it was a very, very happy moment for me. I'm glad she took that step and said that she wanted to step up and do what she knew she already had in her heart to do. It's amazing how God connects you. So Miss Amanda Smith, I want you to come up here, and she is most resilient. With a feather. And I gave her most resilient because she has been through a lot in her life, and she just keeps bouncing back each time, even with a feather.
My name's Amanda, and I came here, like Beverly said, because someone referred me. And once I met Beverly, it was like God told me I needed to be in her life and she needed to be in mine. By the way, I came with my spiritual mother, Deborah Ann Van Syke. She's my border buster. And you are too. And to find out a group of women can lift each other up and not tear anybody down. And that's what this is about. I have serial dreams, so I'm going to be a serial entrepreneur also. Lots of different ideas. That's why my feather's so big, because there's so many in there. There's so many dreams in it. So I'm excited and looking forward to spending more time with these two and with all of you, and being able to support you when I can, and expect you to support me when you can.
All right, thank you, Amanda. And I want you guys to know the significance of this. And with me talking, I didn't even bring up the fact that The Dream Giver was the book that inspired my life by Bruce Wilkinson, and that's exactly what our curriculum was based on. And one of the things that he brought up in the book was that at one point in time, he discovered the ordinary person that woke up with a dream found a feather. It was just sitting there on the windowsill. And it's like, he picked up the feather and said what it was. And the significance of the feather is that God wants you to record. Write it down. Make it plain. The feather was just a significant way of him saying that, you know what? I recognize the dream, and now I have to record it and I have to run with it. With Miss Amanda, where you were supposed to find the feather? Well, she's so sweet. She calls me up last week. She's like, Miss Beverly, does everybody have their feather? I'm like, oh, yeah, we got maybe a couple of people who haven't found one. She's like, well, I'm in Hobby Lobby. I can get them one. I'm like, well, Amanda, the significance wasn't to find one, but I'm like, she said, you tell them about your feather.
I had 20 of these feathers laid out in Hobby Lobby's aisle, because there was 20 of them, and they were all beautiful. But this one spoke to me because my life is a journey and has a few bends in it, but it's still beautiful.
And you are beautiful, and that feather's going to go with you a very, very long way. Don't you ever lose it. And you guys still need to go to Hobby Lobby if you don't have found your feather yet, okay? Pick one out like she did. Thank you, Amanda. We love you. All right. this beautiful young lady, she's doing phenomenal things already, and it was amazing because we've known each other for a few years. We've done a few things together, and she's just, I thought she was already doing her dream. She was doing magnificent things all the time, always giving, always going around and helping at, I don't want to say shelters, but she was doing food drives and various other things that she was doing. So when she said, "Miss Beverly, I'm coming to your class," I'm like, oh, this is so cool. Thank you. I appreciate that. Because I appreciate knowing that even though everybody may look like they have it all together, we still have some battles that we have to definitely acknowledge. And you have to humble yourself to say that, you know what, I still need to go a little bit further. Because the moment you stop learning is the moment you stop living. You should never stop. So with that being said, I have Miss Crystal Slater. She gets it for best attendance, but also for most influential because she has doing some magnificent things and everybody sees what she does. So come up beautiful, Crystal Slater.
Hello everyone, my name is Crystal Slater, and I'm so thankful for everyone, Beverly, Madonna, all my classmates. I wouldn't be here without you. I didn't find my feather, by the way. And the reason why is because every one of you, my classmates, my teacher, you guys are my feathers. I really feel like this academy helps bring people together when they all different walks of life. All different walks of life, all different situations, all different ages, all different colors. We all have a dream. And sometimes it's just hard to be able to come all together in one place. We have busy lives. Some of us work full time. Some of us take care of family members. But we got a chance to just stop doing all that and work on ourselves. And the Academy allows you to do just that. I'm a mother. I have 3 beautiful children. All different ages. My beautiful daughter, Keelani, Alea, Jason. I'm here with my sister, Ziana. She's like my sister from another mother. I wouldn't be here without them as well. My heart is beating like it is on this microphone. I don't know where the beating's coming from, but it's so real. I'm a little nervous because I don't talk on the mic. I talk without a mic. But I think from the Academy, besides that, I've been able to really work on where God wants to take me next. Because sometimes when you do so much, you don't really have time to quiet the noise around you. And I had to be still. I still have work to do with both of them. I have a lot of homework that I still have to do. But it's been a wonderful experience. And the travel that I would take to get here, I get off work, have to grab my kids, sometimes lift my kids to me, and then go to class. It's just, you have to sometimes struggle and have a challenge to appreciate what you're getting and what you're going through. And even sometimes, you might not think, oh my God, I don't have the money for this, but you have to invest in what you believe in. You don't think about money, you think about what it's gonna take for you to get there. So I'm just so thankful. The other thing is, I'm just thankful for the fact that it's all about God as well. There's sometimes when you get involved in stuff that God isn't included in that, but I think when you put God in the forefront of your life, He sets the foundation of where everything else you have to go for your life. So thank you, sister, for coming today. Thank you for your prayer, for praying over the Dreamsteerer Academy. It's phenomenal, and I'm just a pleasure to be a part of it. I don't really have much to say about my dream just yet because He's continuing to work on me, but He's helped me to be a visionary in a lot of other people's dreams. So I've started management and consulting, and continue to help people get to the next level in their lives. That's where I'm at.
But what did she just say? Okay, you have to know whatever you're presently doing is a part of your dream. And trust me, you are going so far. She's a beautiful model. She models wedding dresses, which I'm gonna get one day. So, I love you for you're already doing so much. She works full time. Come up here, kids. Come. Because guess what? They attended class too. They were on the outside. I had to feed them every week, but you know what? Thank you. Hug from the front. I had to teach them how to hug from the front. They do them sideways, like don't let them do that to you. Where my hug? Thank you very much. And you come up here too, ladies. And you know, a teenager, she ain't trying to hang out with mom and stuff. So, but you know what? She came, she watched the kids, and this was a beautiful family because you know what? That's what Dreamsteerer Academy does too. Bring the family, bring whoever you need, just come and make it. And that's a lot. A single mom, 3 kids, and she still managed to come to class and do what she did. All right.
Congratulations, Mom.
Yep.
Congratulations, Mom.
Good job. Oh my God. So Mom, what did you say? Oh. Love it! Oh my God. Very, very, very special person that I've been knowing for a few years. We see each other at various events. We hug, we talk, we connect, and it's like there's something else going to happen with us. I already know something else is going to happen between us because you just know once you connect with a special person, you just know God has something in store for the both of you. So, she wakes me up with text. 6 o'clock, 8 o'clock. I know it's early. Well, when I wake up in the morning, there's a text, and there's Monica. Because you know what? That's her spirit. She has to be heard. She has a voice, and that's what I want her to know the most about herself, that your voice needs to be heard because there are a lot of people out there waiting to hear your voice. So you can text me anytime you want. So for Miss Monica Williams, most passionate because she is passionate about her dreams. She's passionate about her goals. She's passionate about life, and I just love her.
Actually, I'm not. So you get to hear my voice just for a few seconds. Jeremiah 29:11 is my favorite scripture. Because before I was in my mother's womb, before you were in your mother's womb, God had a purpose. And so often, I feel like in education, I feel like in our families, I feel like in the country, we are not encouraging people's purpose and passion to come out. So for me, I'm the CEO of Change Today and Heart to Heart Whispers Nuggets for the Heart and Soul workshops, and a travel business that I need to improve on. But really, the purpose I feel like God has given me, because I know when I look back over my career and my life, the areas where I felt stifled, whether I was with a company or in certain, where I wanted to just scream because someone said do this. And not that I wouldn't work hard at it and do it, but there's so much more in me. And I'm like, if you'll just let me do, your outreach, I'll help you with getting people in, but I really do outreach. So I really want to help individuals tap into their natural talent. So really kind of that's in a nutshell what I feel like I'm called to do. So I just did a workshop last week called Surviving the Boxing Ring of Life. So in that there are 4 people. And I feel like in this class, all of us were at some point one of those people. One is the person who just gives up. The next person, and I don't know who got the Resiliency Award. Who got that award? And you are. When I think about how Beverly decided to give us the awards, like it's just so fitting. But that second person is the one who is like, if something else hits me in life, I may give up. The third person is that one who just keeps going, no matter what happens, no matter what's happened before, during, or after a situation. So everyone that's coming through this, especially as we learn from Beverly and LaDanya and what they've gone through, that's what I believe a dreamer and the Dreamsteerers are. So I am just excited, still scared, even though God has shown me beyond a shadow of a doubt. And I think that's the thing that the Dreamsteerer Academy gave me, that there is no doubt. I don't know how I'm getting to every piece of it, but in this room, I have amazing other people in this room. I'm looking at every corner of a woman or someone who supported me in some way, shape, or form. So when you look at your life and you think it's just by chance that you are meeting someone, it's a divine appointment. So as I think about the people who have surrounded me, who hold me up in my life, it's not by chance. Tonight I have here my mother, Diane Gibbons, who, when we moved from Maryland, and it's a long story, I do have a t-shirt that says Maryland girl living in an Arizona world, so I will always say that I'm Maryland through and through. But I remember she moved us from Maryland to New Mexico, and first I thought it was a little crazy, like, what? Like, first I honestly, I was like, where are the black people? But we got through that, because I learned that it wasn't just black people or white people, it was people in general that God would connect you to help you get to your dream. But that was one of the biggest things that she did for me, and really, she does not know. From that, I got courage to do some of the things that I do now. And so, just from that, it really propelled being in a new land, a place where people didn't look like me, where I was eating Mexican food, like really good Mexican food, just different things that in Maryland, had we stayed, I would have never had the courage to do some of the things that I'm doing now. One of my closest college friends, Faith Lovato, aka Perez, Jalapeno, she's here. She was my RA when I went back the second time. Started in '88 in college. Didn't do as well. I can't tell my daughter everything I was focusing on back then, because I don't want her to know all that. I'm just kidding. But '96 I came back. My dad, who's now deceased, I drove from Maryland to New Mexico to finish that degree because I knew I needed it. But she was my RA at that time. And so she's just stuck with me through many things. So here we are, 1996 till now. And then her daughter, Selah. And they're my beautiful, awesome, young, amazing little girl who doesn't quite know it yet, Bria Marjan Williams. But I also do this because I want her to know before she was in my tummy. God has a plan for her, and her dad and I are trying to encourage her to walk that out. But baby, believe in who you are. Always know that you're valuable, important, precious, special, significant. God knew how he was going to make you just the way he did on purpose. You never forget that. And I don't care who's in front of you, who's behind you, or who's on the side of you. You hold on to that and let no one steal that from you. Okay? So lastly, these two amazing ladies. Thank you. Thank you. For what you're doing. Having the passion and sticking to it. Thank you.
Okay, y'all gonna sign up for our workshops, right? As soon as she gets them, because you see the power that she has inside of her. It's so much in this lady, and I heard her say a couple of times, because that's why I had to give her the most passion. She said that if I can't do this, then I won't be living. Because guess what? If you are not pursuing your dream, you're not really living to the capacity that God has already put inside of you. And trust me, we all have one there. We all have different passions, trust me. It's just a matter of you looking inside yourself. And you know what? And if you don't have that vision, or if you don't have that dream, you are tied to someone. We're not all meant to be that person. We need helpers. We need people to push us. We need husbands that support us. Don't get me started with you. So, I'm here to tell you
have the passion, but know that if you are not standing in that part of your purpose, part of you will be missing. So I bless you, Monica, and your punch knockout. She almost knocked me out at her workshop, but it's okay. I'm still here. I'm still standing. Okay, so is that the last one? Oh, this is good. We're on schedule. So, okay, we have to say, how do I say? I want to just breathe for a minute because we have such a very, very special person here. And actually, I just do want to recognize that I also started a scholarship program. Ingenious of me to try to get somebody to help assist with my academy because we need assistance. So, this young lady and her perseverance was just phenomenal. She tried to get into my 2017 class. She tried to get into my 2018 class, but it was just not her time to do it at those particular times. So when 2019 came, and I said, Carissa, I'm gonna start a scholarship program. She's like, I'm in. She was the first one to submit. She had to submit it in writing. She had to submit it to the person so that we could judge on it. She was the first, and she stayed on before. I admire her so much because this young lady fights for her life each and every day. And I will stand before you right now to say that I don't think I would be able to handle that. Because what do they say? God will only give you what you can handle. He did not give me that one on purpose because I would not be handling it too well. So I commend her. She's beautiful. She got like the bestest husband in the world because he supports her just unselfishly. So I can't say enough because I'll start getting all emotional on it too, and I know you don't want me to do that either. And she's a queen. So, Carissa, I want you to know that you're a queen forever. So your Academy Award says Queen Carissa Rose, so that if anybody ever says or tries to take your crown, you can always tell them, I am the queen of Dreamsteerer Academy, and nobody can ever take that title from her ever again. She is Queen Carissa Rose, and I give her a double award because she is the most courageous, and she's also defying the odds. So come on up here, Carissa. With your crown, with your statue, everybody should stand for the queen because she represents a lot. Yes, you have to do that. You have to give her proper acknowledgement. We love you.
So I'm a little bit emotional. It's been a rough week. So I might be a little jumbled up here, but I will do my best to keep it together. It has definitely been a journey to get to this place. As she said, I've been wanting to come since 2017 because I've seen everything her graduates have gone on and done, and they've all been inspiring. And this year, when the class came around, I had decided I was ultimately an ambassador. In July, I was giving up my crown. It had been a busy year, and I had decided I have two titles this year actually, Ultimate Elite Ambassador and Miss West Coast. So doing two titles is a lot of work, working in the community, mentoring other girls, giving back. And then I was like, you know what, I'm giving up my crown, I'm not going to compete for a while, and I'm going to take some time to do self-improvement. And just about the time I decided that was when her class came up. And I'm like, you know, financially, I'm like, I really can't do it right now. And then there was the scholarship. And I was like, this just seems to be signs from God that I at least need to try to go for it. And I did, and I just wrote my story and why I wanted to do it. And it's because as a child, in short,
I was taught not to dream because my mother didn't believe in dreaming or didn't believe in a future for me other than physical daily abuse. So I had 12 years from age about 2 till I was 12 years old and put into foster care. I thought that was going to be my life, and I didn't think that I was going to be able to do anything other but live every day being abused. So now, you know, this class just seemed to inspire me to learn that you can dream and follow your dreams. I know what I've learned from the class has been a lot. I've learned we need to surround it's important the people we surround ourselves with. And I have learned a lot from the ladies that have been in the class. I've learned a lot from you and Beverly. I've learned belief, support, true sisterhood, and sincerity. Sincerity in people and how to tell if they're sincere. So as far as my dream, it was actually a dream back in my junior year of high school. I promised one of my teachers that I would write my autobiography, and I've always come up with some excuse, and my biggest excuse is I don't know how to start my first chapter. And I always kind of kept telling myself that that's, you know, the excuse, that's why I don't want to start. And then being diagnosed with this condition, it finally hit me at the end of the class that it's really not that now. It's because I'm afraid if I write the book or I start writing it, that something's going to happen to me and I'm going to die before I finish the book. And I don't want to leave something unfinished. So now I learned that that's my personal giant that I need to overcome. And that was a huge realization for me. So the first day of class, Dr. Will Moreland came in. And ever since then, I told Beverly that I knew this was the right place for me. This is where I needed to be right now after he talked, because he was so inspiring. And so my dream is to kind of follow in his footsteps, write my autobiography, and continue working on becoming a public speaker and inspiring others to defy their odds. So thank you, Beverly and Melania, for having me. Thank you for my scholarship. I'm just so happy to have made it here and just trying to keep it together.
Hubby, he takes all the pictures, he's there. Get up here, hubby, you have to be recognized. Come on. Because this is what he does. I have to acknowledge you.
Oh, yes.
And wait.
I am so sorry. Oh my God. I don't.
How could she miss it? How could she miss it?
My husband drove me to every class, was there for the 2 hours, even helped Beverly out with the technical stuff. He is always there. He's been my rock. I have been so blessed to have him by my side as of September 1st for 14 years. So he's been really awesome, and I thank you for being my rock and my partner and my teammate.
See, he's so humble, he just does that. But you're going to be on official pictures too. Thank you. You're a wonderful husband, and guys, when I tell you somebody that supports somebody since the beginning of time and every step that she makes, so I had to acknowledge you above all because I really appreciate you. Plus, you help me a lot too.
My pleasure.
You're welcome. Thank you, and I love you guys. So guys, that was the last of the Dreamers, but not the last of the program. I want to do something real quick. Because I want this lady to slam us, and I don't want to have a lot to do after we leave. So I just want to take a moment, and I do have to recognize some of the speakers that were at the Academy.
I have the academy, and how do I explain it? I had speakers that are world-renowned, that could speak anywhere, that go anywhere. Dr. Will has been to 5,000 countries. If there were 5,000, he'd be there. Dr. Burnett, all of these people graced my academy, and every time they showed up willingly, on their own, to my academy, it just blessed my heart, and that's why I know God has a special reason for the academy. Because I need people to know that these are people that support them, that want to encourage them. So I want to take a moment to acknowledge some of them that spoke at my academy. First of all, it was Dr. Will Moreland. He's not here tonight, but like I said, the man could be in another country. He travels all over the world, world-renowned speaker, makes lots of money speaking, and he graced my academy. It was just unbelievable. I also had Miss Tamika Williams. Tamika Williams is an airline, what do you call them? I don't call her flight attendant. Yes, she's a flight attendant, and now she just became international. She graced my class. She is going to, and I brought people in so that they could also, okay, I'll be quiet, I'm a roamer. Sit. Okay, I brought her in because I wanted them to know that they had other options, okay? That they should be following up with someone. This is not the Dreamsteerer Academy is the ending, but this is only the beginning of what it is that you have to do to achieve in your life. Tamika Williams will help them starting their business, help them with getting their EIN, so I brought her in so that they can follow up with her as far as starting a business. I brought powerful Miss Lisa Geis in. Oh my God, Miss International Lisa Geis, motivational speaker. When I tell you I have the difference between me, okay, I'm gonna be still. Being a Dreamsteerer, and while a person, say, well, what's a Dreamsteerer? Well, like I said, I'm the person that steers you towards your God-given goals and dreams. Then you have coaches, then you have consultants, and you have mentors. Well, you got coaches that need to strike a fire under your butt sometimes. I'm not that person. I'm going to get you started, but you sometimes need somebody to push you to that next level, and that's why I brought Powerhouse Miss Lisa Geis in. I also brought Dr. Renette Allen Joseph in. He is also a member of my church, also world-renowned, can speak anywhere in the world. Just blessed, just blessed my heart by coming to my class, and like I said, these people can speak anywhere. Thousands of dollars that people pay, and they just grace my class because you know what? The love I have for them and the love they have for me, because they know the love I have for you. And I want you guys to have the best. So we also have two of them here that are actually here in the audience. If I bring them up, we're gonna run out of time because oh my God, they can really speak. But I want them to come up here for a brief second because I love them so much. Andrew Marie Monticelli is Miss Shine On, and you can see she's shining already because she's got that hot pink on. She came into our class, blessed us, just impressed us, just brought the class to a whole nother level because that's what she does. You get to say something.
I just want everybody to take a moment and look at each other and say, you are amazing. Go ahead and do it. You are amazing. 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 Because you just raised your vibration to another level, and that's what she's doing here tonight too. I am blessed and honored that I got to and was allowed to share the Shine On movement, and you're all part of it. Thank you so much, Beverly. And I can't wait for next year.
Can't wait either. She's been speaking at all of my academies because I love her. She brings the shine. Look, what she just did in what? Like half a second, okay? All righty. Oh, wait a minute. I think I have some surprise guests in the house too before I introduce my last person. I also have invited some of my other graduates from the class, and I see a couple of them have come. So, Carlise Bradford, come on in, come on up here. She's a 2018 graduate, come on up. And I see Kim Parker. Well, you were 17. Kim Parker is a 2018 graduate. So something must be working. They're still coming back to see me, right? And this was Miss Perfect Attendance Elite. Do you see what she has on her arm? She doesn't have the braces on her knees. When I tell you a person that said she was not going to miss a class under any circumstance. I cannot, every time she walked in, like, Carlise, what's going on this time? She'd be limping, or something would be going on with her, but she came to the classes no matter what. And she blessed my heart being able to do that and just knowing that you wanted to be there. And she's been doing so many phenomenal things for there. So just say a few words, Rebecca.
I just want to say that Beverly blessed me. That's why I had to be there. You know, all of the dreamers blessed me with their dreams. And when you say God-given, God gives us dreams. And so we must, you know, follow through with them. And so Beverly just helps us with a little push. So I didn't want to miss anything. So I made it.
And she did. Oh my God. Thank you, Curtis. 2017 and now 2018 graduate Miss Kim Parker. I think you were our most inspirational last time. So because she is just that, I can't say enough about her because she has such inspiration. Plus she launched her business like almost 2 months. After that, we had a wonderful opening for her after she graduated her class. So Miss Kim Parker, 2018 graduate.
Thank you and congrats to all the new graduates of Dreamsteerer Academy. It's a phenomenal class. I'm so glad that I came across it and was able to be in her class because it really has made, shaped, and molded me into the entrepreneur that I am today. It has took me to a whole nother level. Miss Beverly, she's your dreamster, but she's also will work with you outside of class and make sure that you climb those mountains and reach that peak that you so desire to. This woman, I tell you, she came in and she helped me on my first conference that I had last year called Get Your Wife Life, and it was just amazing. I couldn't have did it without her. So she's a powerhouse in her own right, and this lady, I tell you, she won't stop at nothing for dreams to come true.
I love you, I'm gonna hug you. I love you more. All right, so now one of my other speakers that I have is another person that's been an inspiration into my life. She also made me an actress, or actor, since we don't call them actresses anymore. She's just phenomenal. Been knowing her for many, many years, and I see her going through so many things in life, so she has no idea how she has just impressed me and just caused me to be the person that I am as well because she perseveres through so much. I'm not going to tell you about her story about being 10 years homeless and then coming back to get her PhD and being on national TV. I didn't say that. She's supposed to, but I need to recognize. Please, Dr. Brenda Combs, come on up here.
Hey, y'all. I feel really happy to be here. It's been a rough week. I'm in the middle of a really bad migraine, but I love Beverly. She's my sister. She's my friend. She checks up on me. I just recently went through a really traumatic loss. My spiritual mom, Dr. Soki, took me in when I first came off the streets after being homeless for 10 years. And she mentored me, and she loved me, and eventually came to live with me and helped me with my family and my boys, and I loved her dearly. And she told me a few months ago that she had cancer, and 14 days later, I watched her die. And Beverly was with me every day to get me through that time, and Dr. Soki was also one of my plays, well, every play, just like Beverly is. And she wanted me to come and speak, and I was like, you know, whatever you need me to do, I'm there because she's always been there for me. So to all of you Dreamsters that are graduating, congratulations. I want to tell you that you already have inside of you what it takes to make your goals and dreams become a reality, something you were born with. But being in this program, you're connecting and meeting and building other relationships to help you cultivate and grow and water and nourish your goals and dreams. And you have a great positive support system of other Dreamsters to help you. You're not alone. Women uplifting women is the best thing that could ever happen. Because you're making your dream become a reality, and you're not doing it by yourself, because you have an amazing support system of people who are going through it or have been through it. So you don't have to go through it alone. Yeah. Elena, Carla, who else? Carlise, let me think, who else, Beverly? Are part of my mentoring program. We're having an event next Sunday, and all of these Dreamsters and gladiators are in this mentoring program because it's women lifting women. Women who've already been through the journey. Me, overcoming 10 years of homelessness and addiction to help someone else to realize, hey, I just came out of addiction. I don't know if I could make it. Well, baby, you can make it. Because if I can go from being a homeless drug addict for 10 years, living underneath the 7th Avenue Bridge, to becoming Dr. Brenda Combs, being on Oprah, CNN, The Today Show, and being in your presence, you can do it too. You already have what it takes. And this academy is the beginning of your journey. These are your sisters that are going to help you complete your journey. So again, if I can do it, you can do it. And utilize the relationships in this room, because that's what's going to help you with your support to get you to the next level. And I could preach a sermon, but I won't. So I love you.
Yes, you can. And when I tell you a person that suffers with migraines, that's just another thing I just cannot believe. She's so phenomenal. So thank you for taking the time to come here, Dr. Combs. And I know those lights aren't helping you, but she's going to be here. So, without any further ado, guys, I had to really think about who it is that I wanted to bring forth as far as our speaker for this evening. And God put somebody in my spirit that I've just known over the years. I absolutely adore her. She even honored me and shocked me with honoring me at one of her programs, and it just brought tears to my eyes, because y'all know I'm a crybaby. But I've known this lady and her husband, who I adore, who's going through some things right now, but to watch them do what they do just gives me more promise. It shows light, it shows courage. So I'm going to read a little bit about her, because I could go on forever. For over 25 years, Cherise L. Irby Castle has been coaching, leading, teaching, ministering, and speaking into the lives of women and a few good men. In her community, in her church, at conferences, on her job, in parking lots, or wherever she feels the tugging of her spirit. Her mission is to speak next level success into the lives of those within her sphere of influence. She has a unique way of getting your attention by all means and speaks directly to your heart. Cherise is the visionary founder of Go Tell It Communications and Publishing, LLC, the phenomenal Woman Empowerment Network Incorporated event where she honored me with chapters in Phoenix, Arizona, and Tulsa, Oklahoma, which hosts the annual Phenomenal Women Empowerment Conference, which is huge and helping so many people. She is the Economic Development Co-Chair for the Maricopa County branch of the NAACP and has now authored 2 powerful inspirational books, Just Do You and Whole Women Win. Unleashing the Winner from Within and the Social Media Come Up for Entrepreneurs Workbook. She has been recognized as a woman rising up, of Women on a Mission, and is the recipient of the 2016 Black Wall Street's Community Leadership Award. Cherise has been seen heard on KGUN TV, TV7, Right This Minute, Karen the Message Talk Show, CZ The Way, The Day Way, Susan F. Moody, I don't know what the CZ was, and a host of a prominent radio show. It's time to level up, and I want you guys to greet none other than Miss Cherise L. Irby Castle.
Love Beverly. Can you all just give her a standing ovation before I go any further? This is an amazing woman, an amazing phenom who makes it happen day in and day out. You never cease to the bomb. Love you so much. And I'm just so honored and privileged that you would think of me and just allow me to just be here with all of you dreamers and you phenomenal women. And I see y'all few good men in here. We appreciate you all. It's just a blessing to be here. One of the things that I wanted to share with everyone in the room, especially the dreamers, I just wanted to share a little bit with you. When I was 6, 7 years old, my mom and my dad would take me over to my grandparents' home. And I love my grandma and my granddad. They were just, you know, it's nothing like a grandma and a granddad to just embrace you and spoil you and let you get away with everything. You think your parents are just from another planet, but your grandparents are just right on time, right? And I would be so excited to go over to their house. And this one particular day, my mom said, I'm taking you over to your grandmother's and you're gonna spend the weekend there. And I was so excited because since the last time I had been at my grandmother's, I had started thinking about what I wanted to be when I grew up. Little girl, 6, 7 years old. And I got out the car and I got my little bag and I ran to the door. I was just excited to get in, banging on the door. And so my grandmother came to the door and I went in and I said, Grandma, guess what? I couldn't speak to my grandfather, couldn't do nothing else. Grandma, guess what? Guess what? And she said, what? I said, I know what I want to be when I grow up. And she said, okay. She said, what do you want to be? I want to be an actress. And she was like, okay, well, I think you'd be a great actress because we know you can act up. She said, I think you would be a great actress. And if that's what you want to be, that's exactly what you can be. She said, I would love to see you on the drive-in theaters. I'm dating myself now. We don't even have drive-ins anymore. But she said, I'd love to see you on the big screen at the drive-in theater. So she said, you would just be great. And I thought, I would be a good actress. So all weekend, I was acting with my stuffed animals. I had my little scene set up. So I left, I went home, and then I thought about it. And I thought, I had another dream. So I said, Mom, I want to go back to Grandma's house. So that next weekend, she took me back. And I got out the car, and I ran up to the door, and I banged on the door. My grandmother came to the door. I said, Grandma, guess what? Guess what? What, little girl? I said, well, guess what? I have another dream. I don't want to be an actress no more. She said, okay, well, what do you want to be? I want to be a singer. My grandfather looked at me, and my grandmother said, you know what? I think you'd be a great singer. Sing me a song. And I said, great. You light up my life. And my grandfather reached for the earplug. But my grandmother said, you can do it. You'll be a great singer. I would love to hear you on the radio. You got what it takes. My grandfather was like, all right, you better send that girl back home. And I was just so happy and I was so excited. So I went home and had another dream. And I had to go back the next weekend. And my mom said, look, they're getting a little tired of you. No, I have to go see my grandmother. So she took me back. You know what I did? I knocked on the door. My grandmother opened the door. And what did I say? Grandma, guess what? I know what I want to be. I have another dream. And she's like, okay, well, what do you want to be? I want to be a lawyer. And she was like, I can see that. And I might get in a little trouble. I might need you to help a sister out. So she was like, okay, I can see that. I can see that. Okay, you'd be a great lawyer. I thought, okay, I'm going to be a lawyer. So I went home, and that was my dream. I was going to be a lawyer. And then about 3 weeks later, guess what? I went back to my grandmother's. I knocked on the door. She opened the door. I said, Grandma, guess what? I don't want to be a lawyer anymore. I have another dream. She's like, okay, what's your dream? And I said, I want to be a teacher. And she said, you know what? I think you got it. You would be a great teacher. Matter of fact, you can start with me. And we went in her den, she sat me on her knee, got a book, and she said, you can start teaching me how to read. And I started teaching her how to read, and I was so excited. But you know what meant even more to me? I found out later that she never knew how to read. she had never learned. And when she said that to me in all sincerity, she believed that I could be the one to teach her how to read. I wanted to share that excerpt with you because I delivered that as a keynote for a college graduation a year ago. It's so befitting tonight because I want all the dreamers, everyone in the room, but especially the dreamers. I want you to remember that you don't have to have it all together. You can evolve. What happened with me is I evolved. Every week when I went home and I contemplated on my decision, evolution was in my future. And God kept evolving me in my dreams. And he kept elevating me in my dreams. Then I started telling my father. My father said, I love that you're dreaming. I'm not worried about the dream. I'm worried about what happens when you wake up. You gotta put in work with your dream. Dream without action is just a dream. You gotta have some hard work. And then I began to grow as a young person. And I hit high school. And my senior year, it really was my desire to go to law school. But look, I was a fast little girl. Look, fast, chasing behind the boys. And I ended up pregnant, teen mom, going into my senior year. And I had my baby. And when I had him, guess what? I stopped dreaming. I just thought, this is gonna be my life. I'm gonna be a teen mom. I'm just gonna take care of this baby. And I gotta grind. I gotta go to work. I need to get a job because baby needs milk, Pampers. I can't follow my dream. And I stopped dreaming. And it was hard for me, but I had to give up my dream. And then I went on, and at 19, I got pregnant again by a different baby daddy. I told y'all I was hot. Y'all young ones, don't be fast. Stay focused on your dreams. Stay focused on the vision. And I had my second son. But something happened to me when I had my second son. Something inside of me said, you gotta dream. There's more to your life than what you're living. You gotta resurrect your dreams. And I began to dream. And as I began to dream, God elevated me into leadership. At the young age of like 22, I was a manager for Behavioral Health Institute. And then I kept dreaming, and he elevated me in the financial world. And I kept dreaming and working hard. And he continued to elevate me in the healthcare arena. I started managing multiple offices within hospitals. At one point, I managed 8 hospitals in the Valley, the registration offices within those hospitals, qualifying people for Medicaid access. But it's only because I kept dreaming and working hard. And I kept dreaming and working hard and started shattering glass ceilings. Here's this fat black girl who shouldn't be sitting in rooms with doctors and rooms with, nurses, and at the top of the chain. How did I get there? Defeating all odds, because I shouldn't have been sitting in those rooms, in those positions. Managing teams, operations teams of 1,000 people with budgets of $320 million. But I kept dreaming and I kept working hard. I went back to school and got my bachelor's degree, and I kept dreaming and working hard, and went back and got my master's, and I kept dreaming and working hard, and I wrote 2 books, and I kept dreaming and working hard. And then I started a nonprofit organization for women, and I kept dreaming and working hard. And then I found myself going over to Brazil, and I kept dreaming and working hard, and found myself going over to Dominican Republic, and kept dreaming and working hard. Found myself in Dubai, and kept dreaming and working hard. I found myself sitting at the table and calling friend to people who I watched on my television screen. How did I get in this room? How was I chosen to sit across such distinguished people? Me? Because I kept dreaming and working hard, and God continued to elevate and honor my dreams. I kept dreaming and working hard, and here I am with you tonight. Evolve, allow evolution to take place in your life. So often we think that we got to have it all together and it's going to stay that way. I'm here tonight to let you know that evolution is your friend. Don't be afraid to evolve. Don't be afraid for process improvement. Don't be afraid to go to that next level. And don't think that you're crazy. Man, I keep changing my mind. No, baby, you're evolving. The dream is evolving. That's a blessing. Embrace the evolution. Embrace it. And then here's the next nugget that I want to share with you. Not only do we have to embrace, not only do we have to, I really need a mic. Here, take the mic. Not only do we have to embrace the evolution, but we have to understand that we have to have mentors. Can you still hear me in the back? Yes. We have to have mentors. Amen. We have to have those that guide us, coaches. We have to have them on our team because it takes a team to birth what you have inside of you. One of the things that I learned is that I thought that I had it together. I got my degrees, I'm educated, I got life experience, I got corporate experience, I got it going on. I'm doing my thing, right? Moving and shaking. But I started stumbling along the way because I didn't have a mentor. I was just out there all by myself doing my thing. Okay, I'm a walker. You can't come, woo, in a box. What's my reach? Can I move outside of this? You gotta let me know. Okay, I crush boxes. I don't live in boxes, okay? So, what I learned is that when I didn't have a mentor, I stumbled. Mentors and coaches, they're there to help guide you through this journey of your dream. So tonight, I don't want your mentoring and your coaching to end in this room. Connect with the powerhouse mentor and coach that can help you steer your dream as you evolve. True story. My brother and I co-own 2 restaurants. We're business people. We know what we're doing. We went into this restaurant, turned it around. We made both of them profitable. One restaurant we bought for $1,000 because it had been so run into the ground. It made $1,000. We bought it for $1,000. It was grossing $100 a week. A week. Within 45 days, we were grossing over $10,000 a week. We were doing it. We were making it happen. But we didn't have a business coach. And about a year and a half into it, we started stepping on each other. We started fighting. We couldn't get it together. He was on my nerve. One day I didn't even show up to the restaurant because he was on my nerve. And then he got back at me and he didn't show up the next day. We were about ready to wring each other's neck. But we didn't have a business coach. We finally realized that that was our fault. We jumped in a car and drove from Phoenix to Sacramento, California to meet with a man he was just, when it came to business, he was like a guru. And we knew that he was the only one that both of us would listen to. And we got in the room with him. And it was so simple, you all. We got in the room and you know what he said? Where's your plan? And so I started telling him the plan. Paper, where's your plan? Well, when we know what we were doing, he said no, because you didn't understand your lane. You're operating in his lane, you're operating in her lane. Neither one of you know where you're supposed to be. Had you created a lane and then operated in your lane, you wouldn't be here. Now, is that complicated? But because we didn't have a business coach, we were so busy worrying about wings and hamburgers and hot dogs and all this other stuff that that we couldn't figure that out. But we were so dysfunctional by that time, the best thing we could do was sell those restaurants. But had we had that business coach, we probably still have a chain of them right now today. That's how invaluable a business coach is. Because we get into the weeds, it's our dream. A business coach is there to help see what you don't see. So then I thought, okay, I'll always have a coach. Right now today, I still have a mentor. I still have a coach. And it helps me. Yes, I have been on all these shows, radio. Look, I get to call Rebecca Cruz my friend. I get to do all these amazing things. I have chapters. It's just, my life is amazing right now. But without my coach, man, where would I be? And the reason why, it just happened to me, you all. I have a speaking engagement in October with a pageant. And a church out of Tulsa, Oklahoma called me and said, we want you to come and preach at our 5th year anniversary. I was like, me? Little old me? Come? That's an honor. Yes, I want to be there. And I looked at my calendar and was like, I have another engagement. So of course, I was ready to say no. I called my coach and said, I just got this amazing opportunity and I have another engagement and I don't want to say no because it's going to open so many other doors for me. And my coach said to me, you have to go where the mandate is. What you want to do is nice, but it's not connected to the mandate on your life. You got to go where the mandate is. I said, but I gave my word. He said, what I'm telling you is you got to go where the mandate is. And I thought, wow. So I called the organizer because she had already set her date based on my calendar. I called the organizer and said, I really need to be in Tulsa on this date. Can I get someone else to stand in my stead? I know lots of amazing people. She said, no, I want you. What date works for you? I said, well, this date or this date. She said, done. That date is moved. You all, if I had never talked to my coach, to my mentor, I would have said no. But God had already made a way for me to do both. I had to take action. And now I'm able to do both. But it was only at his urging and his wisdom that I even went back, and both doors are now open. He saw something I didn't see. So I want to encourage you, because I'll keep going. I love speaking with you all, and I will go on and on. But I want to encourage you to embrace everything that you learned during the course of this academy. But take action beyond tonight. Don't allow what you learned and what you gleaned, don't allow it to just rest in this amazing celebration service. Take it out of here, connect with a coach, connect with a mentor, and keep your dreams alive. My coach reminds me of my dream every time I speak with him. He encourages me, he reminds me, he holds me accountable to my dream. You need that when you leave out of these doors. Now, Beverly has kickstarted you, and she's already told you where her strengths are. But some of you are going to be intended to remain with her. And there may be others of you that you may have to find a different coach for the level of where you're going. That's okay. Find your coach. Find your mentor. Stay connected to the power source. That camera can be plugged in. And if it's reliant on the power source, when we unplug it, what happens? It stops working. It's disconnected from the power source. When you disconnect from that coach who's fueling you, your dream starts to dissipate because life happens. Life happens. Life And you gotta be prepared for when life happens. It's inevitable. It's inevitable. So you all, like I said, I could go on. I have to stop because we gotta get out of here. But I wanna encourage you all. I'm so proud of everything that you've accomplished, but I also wanna encourage you to keep going, keep growing. Go to your next level. Stay connected to the power source. Never stop dreaming, and don't be afraid to evolve in your dreams. Thank you.
Okay, thank you guys so much. Okay, guys, Ms. Teresa Irby, thank you so much for blessing us. That's the reason why I brought her here. I want you guys to know, yes, I'm a mentor, yes, I'm a Dreamsteerer, and she is a powerhouse too, that she does these things as well. So I just want to thank you for being here. Thank you for being our wonderful speaker for this evening.
No, I wanted to be obedient to the time because I have so much in me. However, I have my book. My second book is Whole Women Win, Unleashing the Winner from Within. And I want to gift that to all the dreamers who graduated today. So I was trying to count. So if all the dreamers will come up, you had 9.
Yes.
I'm short 1, but whoever doesn't get their 1, give me your address and I'll mail it to you. But all the dreamers come up.
You guys don't have no idea how to do things.
Tell me about my one tonight, and I'll see you, so I'll be about.
No, that.
So I need your hand, and I will know it. Okay?
How do you want it? Okay, like this. Side. Yeah. And I'm gonna give it.
And here's just the significance. That book is Whole Women Win, Unleashing the Winner from Within. And it has 9 messages of how we overcome and evolve and unleash the winner that's within us. And I know that the Lord dropped it in my spirit to gift that because every woman here, look, we're not called to be perfect, but to be whole. And whole women win. Yes. And so often we spend so much time trying to be perfect instead of focusing on being whole.
Come on.
And so women, go forth and be whole in your greatness and in all that God has for you.
Yes. Okay, in essence of time, it's 8 o'clock. I just want to thank you guys so much. I have a few more thank yous to do. Glasses, anything? Okay, I know my family. So I wanted to acknowledge real quick, we had some people that gave us for scholarships and that gave towards the fund. I just do, Tosh, you see my glasses? She bought me 12 pairs. And I lose them. Anyway, people that gave towards the Academy, because guys, I just want to emphasize to you that it's very, very important if I ask you about giving to the Dreamsteerer Academy. Back up.
Liz Lozio from Spiritually Bold, Maria Luna for Bravo Tipper Pay, and Tandra Garvin, who is actually one of our 2018 graduates. She sewed back into the right and so on. Okay. Okay, additional Academy Fund contributors are Nicole Cardi. She was, when did she graduate?
2008.
No, she wasn't in my class. 2017. Okay, Jim and Elena Thornton. We have Lady Gilmore. We have Carolyn from Ohio. Carolyn Fisher. We have, who is this? Nadesh. Okay. And then we have Kim Parker, one of my 2018 graduates. And then we have Derek Arizona Washington from What's Up, Arizona.
Yeah, and I have to give special acknowledgement to this super powerhouse couple that, oh my God, I'm not gonna cry. Anyway, Elena and Jim Thornton, they come here tirelessly and film this, take pictures, and I do not have enough to pay them to do what they're doing in life. I love you guys so very, very much. Please just come up here one quick second. And son Jeremy, okay, I'm ending, guys. Just hold up a minute. Come on up, please, please. Jeremy is their son, I love dearly. We actually had some really serious conversations with Jeremy at one point, and that's how Elena and I and Jim Thornton really forged a beautiful relationship, and it's because of this wonderful son of theirs as well. So I just, you know, I have no words for you guys. I just love you. Thank you so much. Okay, he's always behind the scenes, but please say something.
I'm always, we love you. Thank you for all the opportunities that you provide for all the Dreamsteerers. All the speakers were on point and all the suggestions. So I'm just going to say, follow your dreams, follow Miss Beverly and LaDanya, get a mentor, seriously, and continue blessings. We love you.
And guys, please, if you have an event, these people tirelessly do what they do, the best ever, and then they will post all your pictures. They will just, please pass the word. Jim and Elena Thornton are a powerhouse, and they're loving, and they don't just do it, they just put the passion in it, and I just love them to death. We love you! So we have a class picture to take, and then I would love everybody to take a picture with us, but I want to take a class picture real fast. But without saying this, I have to say, I would not be me without this person. She is my one and only daughter, and she's blessed me with 3 beautiful grandkids, and this is killing them because I'm gonna make them come up here, and it's like, please don't. Yes, please.
Yes, we do.
Look, just like pulling teeth with them. It's the same thing at home when I ask you to do something. Please, it's your mother, you're gonna share me. She is so humble. She has carried me through this 6-year journey, and I'm telling you, it's been a journey. I don't know where I would be without her. God blessed me with her at 15 years of age. Wow. She is my first and only, and I know I'm just going to be selfish and say He purposely birthed and gave me her because I would not be me without her. She has taught so many lessons, given me so many lessons. And these two, oh my God. I just love them. Aren't they handsome? These are my grandsons, Travian and Tyler. And Taylor is missing. She is my granddaughter. She's 21 years old. She's 22. Okay, I forgot to age. And if I ask her to say something, she's really gonna like look at me like I'm crazy. So this is my daughter Natasha, my one and only. And I have to tell you, if it were not for her, I would probably be homeless, because you know what? My dream takes a lot out of me, and I want to pour more back into her. But she is my rock. She is my everything, and she has always been there for me with no fussing, no nothing, just always there and supportive. I love her. You want to say something, Tyler? They are the absolute best, and I love them. Oh, pictures. I love her. Okay, all right, so this is the end, guys. Thank you so much for hanging in there. I hope you enjoyed this program. I hope you spread the word for next year. I guess I'm going to have to do this again next year, because it's my passion to help people with their passion. So, anybody want to say anything, do anything? We're good? All right, Oh, closing prayer. We're going to do the closing prayer, but I need everybody to stay for the class picture, and I would still love everybody that's here to also be in the picture, if you can't run out. Are you running out, Monica? Okay, come back up here. We got to do this class picture real quick. We're going to do the class picture real fast. I need Monica in it. Come on, guys. Class picture real quick. Then we'll have everybody. All graduates aboard.